Excuse me. Hello everyone, good evening. I was running late tonight. I didn't think I was commentating tonight, but it's all good because we've got some Formula 2 action, as you can see, from Mexico. What a circuit. Loads of numbers tonight too, so this should be good fun. Let's see who can do what tonight. Of course, we've got the sprint race first, which is reverse top 10 qualifying, which also always makes for interesting viewing. I see Reese is in here, he'll be quick. Ice One, he should be quick too. We've got Panda Man Gaming in, some real quick guys here. I wonder what they think of the Formula 2 cars. Of course, it might be a bit of an adjustment if they've not been practicing. There's definitely a sort of a difference in the Formula 1 and the Formula 2 car, how it handles and everything. So we'll have to see. Also, as we know, one shot qualifying, no messing. Excuse me. So I'm still in the lobby, so that can't be good. Oh no, there we go. Let's check out the where is this? There we go. Nope, bugger. Well, as you see, it looks like it's either very early in the morning or quite late in the evening. So a random finish flag up there, I can see. Is that an EU flag behind where it says waiting for players? That's a bit... It's casting your net wide, isn't it? If you want to support a number of drivers. Here we go then. Let's pick a driver at random, shall we? We've got... Who's this? Reese. So there we go. Straight on board, no messing. As I say, one shot quali. Get the that data and the track map on. So long start finish straight, and you've got some awkward chicanes here. Very easy to invalidate here at Mexico. Another quite long straight under DRS. Plenty of overtaking opportunities here. It's always good to see. Slowing down. Another awkward, very awkward chicane. Double right-hander here. There we go. Into what I believe is the most awkward part of the circuit. There we go. More chicanes, but looks like Reese taking them quite nicely. Yeah, lovely stuff. See how difficult this is. More DRS here. Get your braking zone right. Lovely. And then we've got almost a hairpin. Followed by the right-hander and another right-hander, which is quite a long right-hander, just got to be careful. Over the line. So Reese with a 1:23.5 is currently the quickest. You see lots of people struggling with track limits. It is definitely something that that happens, especially with a one-shot qualifying. You know, you've not got the time to get a practice lap in or anything. Is these super soft tyres there? Something that's not available in current Formula 1. So a decent quality there. That is going to be the grid for the race. But the top 10 here is going to be reversed. So Chappie's going to be on pole for the sprint race. 14 laps. We'll have to see if they can do 14 laps without having to pit in. just pouring myself a drink. I was late here tonight, so I'm still getting everything ready, but I'm here and I'm good to go. So, setups for the race here at Mexico. So you need to have quite high downforce because of the awkwardness of so many chicanes, quick chicanes as well. You need to be able to turn quite sharply. However, because of the long straights and the DRS and the possibility of overtaking, you don't want to go too much on the downforce. For the sprint race, I assume everybody's using a similar strategy in terms of fuel load and tyres. So we go with the there we go with the formation. That. Let's have a look at the tyres then. Yeah, everybody on normal softs. I'm not sure if the softs will do 14 laps. Well, we're gonna soon find out, and we'll have to see who's gonna be able to take advantage. Did you see there the top 10, as I mentioned, in reverse order? Also, we found out last week that it is basically a skeleton pit crew for the Formula 2 guys, so it does make a difference, especially if you've got wing damage or something. You got to change your front wing. You are losing a heck of a lot of time. You got to be absolutely careful here for stuff like that. Whereas in F1, obviously you've got a full pit crew. You lose probably 3 seconds changing a wing, a front wing. You see Chappie pulled out a big lead here on the formation lap. Now, I believe it's up to everyone else to stay within 10 car lengths of him. So, Aiden could be getting punished post-race. It's definitely a rule. It's a rule in every league, 10 car lengths. Alright, it's alright backing people up a little bit, but Chappie's going to be sat here now for a hell of a long time. See, Taffy's quite far behind as well. I'm not sure that's 100% completely legal there. You see a lot more than 10 car lengths in that. Hopefully we don't have the same unfortunate incidents with the lobby as last week. I don't think my PlayStation could handle it. I think it'll be screaming at me. But we'll see as everybody is lined up on the grid. A lot of people not making the grid box there, which is surprising. So, 5 lights. And we're underway here at Mexico. It's a good start from Chappie. Craig's had a decent start there in 3rd. Tim already up to 8th position. Didn't realise Tim was in. And didn't make it on pole position. Reese has got a lot of experience in the F2. Oh, Craig getting pushed wide there. I think that's Shane as well, just behind. You saw. So what Chappie's got to do here is, and that's fake Scouser right down. That's what's happening there. Oh, look at that! Whoa, that's Nade, I think. Was thrown across the track like a grenade there. Not anything else, but yeah. What Chappie's got to try and do is get a gap. He's got 3 seconds on, or more than 3 seconds on Dreamer. But Tim has already got to the back of this front 3, running in 4th position. Reese has now overtaken Dreamer. He's got to catch up. We'll see how that develops. I'm kind of surprised that it's taking Reese this long. Reese does have a huge amount of experience in these Formula 2 cars. There we go. Jockeying for position. No DRS as yet. As you can see, Chappie down into second now. Tim just going to stay on the back, get that DRS, and he's got to move because he doesn't want Reese right behind him. So we've got 3 seconds for Dreamer and Pandaman, both for track limit warnings. Chappie moving back up to second. Tim's going to have a go around the outside on Quinton, and is he going to be able to? No, Quinton holding the inside line there, doing very well. Excellent work from him there. I think the big problem's going to be when Tim gets through, if he gets through, obviously, into first position. What's he going to do from there? Could really stretch this chasing packet as it would be if he gets in first and put some real pressure on. Reese has managed to close the gap, by the way. It's down to 2.5 seconds, 2.6-ish. But now DRS is about to be enabled. There's going to be no help because they're 4 in front. Well, 3 of them are going to have DRS, and the other one's going to be in first. Fast laps coming in right, left and centre here. It's Fake Scouse has currently got it. Down in 11th position. So get on board with Tim there, and as you can see, we'll have DRS down here. Or will he? I'm like an idiot, you don't have it. I thought he would have it. Lap 3, isn't it? Oh well, he's got a cut. Whoa! And that's Chappie sideways on. I don't know if he oversteered there or if he touched the back of Aidan. 10 seconds for Craig for corner cutting. That's a bit naughty there, Craig. We don't need any of that. So Tim up to third. Reese has closed the gap, by the way. Yeah, here's DRS. Look at Reese now. Very, very close. We see these two on a weekly basis in the Formula 1 League on Sundays. Always very close at the front, and that's what they'll be doing again here as Reese puts in the fastest lap of the race. Another 3 seconds for Craig Short. Is he going to come into the pits, try and take that? I mean, it's disastrous really. And here we go. So Reese has got second position now. What Aidan needs to hope for really is that these two battling are going to drop back and give him a bit of room. Quinton's not out of this. He's very close. If he can stay within DRS, he's going to at least increase the gap on those behind. This is the main one. Let's go down to Ice One then, who, as you can see there, very, very close to those in front and those behind. Was in a nice battle last week, to be fair, and oh, a big touch though, saved him from going off the circuit. No, I think I might have mentioned this previously, but not tonight. These are like little tanks, so they can take the odd touch here and there. Although it does look like Ice One has damage to his front right end plate there. We'll have to just take a cheeky little look. Yes, it does look like he's got damage. Back up to the front. As you can see, Reese very, very close now. Another fast lap. Actually managed to gap Tim, and here he goes into the lead. So Aidan just needs to stay within range. He's got a DRS zone coming up here, so just stay in range and don't drop back. Well, he hasn't got a DRS. My apologies, I should have known this from Formula 1. It is a double detection zone, so but he's still got quite a gap on Tim, and that's all that matters. As long as Quentin is putting pressure on Tim, it can be difficult. But Aiden now has dropped back. Reese has started to pull away. We know he's capable of this, especially, you know, we've seen it in the Formula 1, but in the Formula 2, I remember him at Bahrain. The first time I did commentary on Formula 2, he was unstoppable. Let's have a look further down. This is the battle for 11th position between Giathanos, Shane and Immortal. So let's get on board with Giathanos. DRS enabled. He's going to make the move. He's big touch there. Oh, and Immortal ran wide there. So Giathanos up to 11th position. Up 2 places there from 13th. Doing okay. Shane now has been overtaken by Dirty Taffy. Some very close racing going on here. Where's Ice One? He's dropped to 3 seconds back, and he's got Craig right behind. Taffy coming into the pits. Got the 10-second penalty. There's Fake Scouser and Panda Man battling for 7th position. Fake Scouser's just about got an advantage here. Panda Man trying to use that DRS. Not quite got enough of a straight there. Up to the battle for second then. This is Quinton in 4th position. Ice One gets 3 seconds. He's got Tim just in front. And Aiden just in front of him. There's 3 seconds for Panda Man Gaming. Track limits it's very, very easy to exceed track limits around here, I must say. It's not like Austria where it's really harsh. It's just easy to do so. I think the track limits are fair, but you're going at such a speed, and in these cars especially. Let's see what Quinton can do then. He's got a good run on Tim here. Oh, that DRS just kicking in. Is he going to go for a late break? Tim's going to try and make the move. Quinton's going to have to hold back. Going to have another section of DRS here. Oh, and he managed to get through on Aiden. It's a nice pass, and as you're about to see, his rear wing open, and he's going to be able to pull away a little bit. Now it's up to Tim to close down Reese if he can. 4.1 seconds is the gap. It's going to be difficult, let's say that. Let's go a bit further down. It's Immortal and Shane again. It is the immortal battle between these two, and it was great to see last week. It's good to see again this week. Here's F1 Immortal within striking distance. He's got the next DRS zone. I think the strategy, if you can do it, it's not always possible, is to you see he's dropped back to 1.3 now, so not possible. If you can stay within DRS and get that DRS and overtake on the start-finish straight, you're going to get another little boost after turn 3. So that's always a good idea. You see Quinton has managed to stay on the back of Tim here. He's closing him down. And he's made the pass. So, up to 2nd position. We'll have DRS again. Well, past the halfway point in this sprint race. To see what goes down from here on in. Reese looks like he's got an unassailable lead right now. Aiden's managed to get on the back of Tim here, with just about within DRS. He's not out of it yet. He has got that 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. It's mostly through the chicanes here. You can just overdo it and exceed those track limits. There you see Reese. He's long gone, and Quinton is He's struggling to close the gap, and he's going to have to worry about having Tim behind him, to be honest. Let's get on board with Tim then. He's going to have DRS down the main straight. Aiden not quite able to get the DRS. There's the detection zone just around the left corner. Over the start-finish line then. And, takes it down the outside, barely a car's width there, but did very well. Now he's going to have DRS again. He's going to try and pull away a little bit. Fake Scouse has gone through on Chappie there. That's a nice little battle going on for 6. We can go down and take a look at that if you like. So Chappie just behind. Bucco's retired from session. We've got cautions in sector 3. I think, did he make it to the pits? No, yeah, it looks like it. So shouldn't be any worries about safety cars or VSCs. There's Chappie. Trying to stay within a second, unable to do so here. Bucco's left the session, not very happy. Be back for the feature race, I'm sure. Well, that's 3 more seconds for Ace. Chappie's dropped back now to 2 seconds. Back to the front then, Quinton. He's going to have the run on the start-finish straight. Let's see them come around this final corner. Only 5 laps of the race to go. It might be down to who manages to get the overtake on the last lap between these two. Reese is looking absolutely immaculate right now. In first position. We know, as mentioned, we know that he does have a lot of experience in Formula 2. He's very, very good in these cars. He's very good in the F1 car too, to be fair. He's a very high-level, consistent performer, has to be said. And, if Quinton could just manage to gap Tim just momentarily, just for one sector of DRS, he'd be laughing, but he can't, and it's extremely difficult for him because he knows now Tim's going to be on the back. They come around the last corner again. This will be the start of lap 11 for them. This is the only battle on track right now that's within a second. Bucco's come back. Be ready for the main race. Tim manages to overtake. They've managed these tyres really well, to be fair. The tyre wear's not huge here at Mexico. It's quite forgiving, but still they're doing very well on these softs, and looks like they will go all the way. Aiden's still there. He's still there in 4th position, just behind. Not really lost any time either. These two, though, having a fantastic battle. However, it is going to be for 2nd place unless something drastic happens at the front with Reese, which I don't see happening. He is very, very strong. That's 3 seconds for Dreamer for multiple warnings. That's 1-6. Just gives Aiden a little bit of breathing room. You'll be happy with that. 3 more for Craig. He's on 16 seconds now. Yeah. With it being the sprint race, you're going to lose more pitting in. There's no point really. There we go then. Clinton's going to try and get in front, and he will get in front. Tim might be able to defend this. No, not quite. I thought he might have been able to defend that, but it was very late that Quinton made the pass. Oh, and oh, look at that, a big snap there from Tim. Now he's over a second behind. He's got to push now. Lap 12 of 14, so it's now or never for him. Aiden has closed the gap, and now we'll have DRS as long as he can stay within a second. Sometimes difficult here through these chicanes, through the S's. Just stay within a second. He has got that 3-second penalty, but it's just going to increase the gap with this DRS. And Tim's struggling to get on the back of Quinton here. Have a look at the old steering wheels here in the Formula 2 car, very different to the F1 car. Loads of dials, but less information on the steering wheel. Aiden, 8/10 behind. We're into lap 13. Tim now 1.5 behind Quinton. I wonder how much damage, well, how much wear was added to the tyres. You see Aiden looking to make a pass. He's going to have DRS coming up. Side by side, Tim manages to hold position for now. And it's going to go around the outside. 2 trailer park girls. And again, wheel-to-wheel racing from these two. I think Tim's just going to manage to hold his position. Yep. But, he has dropped back now 2 seconds, the gap to Quinton. He's had a fantastic race. I think for Reese, once he got that first position, he hasn't looked back, both figuratively and literally. And oh, that's Aiden running a bit wide. He just needs to stay, if he can, within range. 0.7, is he going to be close enough to make a pass? It's going to be the last lap of the race, so if he's going to pass, it's got to be now. He's catching. You see, look behind, DRS enabled. Yeah, he's made the pass. He's going to have DRS after the chicanes too. So this could be a huge moment in terms of this race. It's going to take a lot for Tim to get back here. He's going to miss out on a podium if he falls too far back. Of course, Aiden with the 3 seconds, it means Tim will still be in third. We've got caution in sector 2. There's a lot of cars going around there, so I'm not sure who that is. And Tim... Oh, there it is. There's the car. We see facing sideways. Thankfully, he went ghosted there because they were being lapped. But let's get to the front and let's see our race winner cross the line, Reese. That's a very, very good performance. Very solid, and takes a deserved victory. Quinton, 2nd position. Quite far behind Reese, but he did the job that he needed to do. A podium. Here comes Aiden, but Tim's going to take 3rd because of the penalty. There's Dreamer. Can Fake Scouser make it? Not quite. And here comes Chappie for 7th position. Here we go with some penalties here. So Pandaman might well finish lower than 8th and Craig lower than 9th. So Giathanos and Ice One having a massive battle here right to the end. I think Giathanos is just about going to hold on. Yep, he's moved up to 9th position. Ice One's moved up to 10th. Craig down to 11th. Here comes Shane and Nade. And Nade's going to move up 2 positions there. Craig down to 12th, Shane 13th. Immortal He's coming round. He's going to be 14th. You can hear the fireworks going off there in the background. And he comes across the line, and I don't know where Ace is on the track. He's he's almost round. I was confused as to exactly where he was on the circuit. He's going to take home 15th position out of the 17, but a fantastic win for Reese there, and he's celebrating, rightfully so. Remember, he qualified first, so he will be on pole position for the feature race. However, for this sprint race, he started in 10th, and he's managed to cut through the field like a hot knife through butter there, and as I say, deservedly wins the race. So that's all for the sprint. Now we're going to have to see what happens in the next feature race. There's your final results, and great stuff. I think Tim starting on the second row of the grid, it's going to give him a little bit of an advantage. He's going to have Fake Scouser and Panda Man Game in there, just behind, or just in front, sorry. If he has a good start, he could well be in with a chance of winning, but Reese looks absolutely phenomenal, I'm not going to lie. Looks the real deal here. Of course, all results are subject to the steward's investigation after the race, should there be any shenanigans going on. We'll have to wait and see. So everybody's setting up ready for the race. At least one pit stop going to be made. Fuel load massively important in these Formula 2 cars. Got to get it right. And we'll see if they do. So we start the formation lap, and we can have a look now at the tyres. So a good mix here. Reese has gone on the softs, and then Pandaman Gaming, Fake Scouser and Tim on the super softs. Ice One, Quinton and Dreamer on the softs, Craig on the super softs, Aiden and Chappie on softs. And we've got Giathanos and Immortal on super softs, followed by Nate on the softs, and the bottom four there all on the super soft tyre. So Tim looking to make a move early on, not just in terms of his tyres, but with the undercuts too. So that will be interesting to see what he can do with that. Can't really be making mistakes here. Getting into your grid box. It's going to be costly. There we see Reese just warming up those tyres as much as possible. He knows he's going to have to sit there until everybody's lined up. You see the stripe on the tyres for the super soft, purple, soft, obviously red, just like the Formula 1 counterparts. Everyone about to come around the last corner now. Just need to overshot it. It's going to be costly. So here we go then. Look for the lights in the top centre of your screen. Hopefully. Hopefully there's not a power cut like last week. Although it looks like there might be, to be fair. Yep, I think we might have to restart this lobby quickly. Unfortunate. These things do happen. Just waiting for the chat and somebody to say. Oh no, we're good. And we are underway, and it's a decent start there from Pandaman Gaming. Look at that, straight up into first position. Reese losing out. Fake Scouser and Tim side by side. Chappie. Oh, look at that, there's cars in the wall at the back and everything there. It's Ace and Bucko. There's a lot of damage, a lot of carbon fibre on the circuit, so we'll have to see what happens there. You see lots of damage. Back to the front now. Reese and Pandaman Gaming right at the front. What a start Pandaman had. First position, no problem. We'll have to see if he can maintain that, as he's under a lot of pressure from Reese. They're now side by side. Tim's going to come alongside with Fake Scouser. The two teammates. Oh, they've got to be careful here through these chicanes. You don't want to see any accidents. Oh, and there's a bollard, and Tim and Fake Scouser went through there. Not sure if one of them was off the track. Possibly Fake Scouser. You're going to have to give that position back, yeah. So Tim up to second. Reese in third. Pandaman Gaming leading after the first lap. He's looking to push here. Chappie has retired in the pits. It's rather unfortunate. But Tim and Reese side by side. Pandaman Gaming needs these two to really be battling. You see, we've got a potential DRS train here, all the way down to 7th. People are going to have to make a move and jockey for position, ready for DRS. We'll do the next lap. Let's see if Reese can keep up here. Nade has been in some sort of incident there, yep. Off the track. And is he carrying damage? That's the question. Doesn't look like it. So he might have got away with one there. Bucko gets 3 seconds for multiple warnings. He's on 6 seconds now. Really struggling with this street circuit here in Mexico. There we go then. Tim with the fastest lap. 3 seconds for Shane. Is anyone going to make a move early? That is the question. I think because the DRS detection line is before the start finish, you don't get it in that first start finish straight. I think you get it here. Let's see. No, you don't. So yeah, it'll start after the chicanes. Let's see this top 3 right together. Aiden's still hanging on, same as Dreamer and Ice One. I say hanging on, they're very, very close, but managing to keep within that 1 second needed. Craig needs to just move up a little bit, and I think he's just about going to get DRS. There we go, jockeying for second position, and Pandaman Gaming is slowing those behind down. Doesn't have DRS. Look at how close they are. He's going to be at risk of dropping 2 or 3 places here, Pandaman. Tim has a good advantage now in terms of, you know, he doesn't have anyone with DRS behind him, and if these guys are battling to pull away, but Reese has gone through, and he's going to have DRS again, so he could close the gap quite a bit here. Here he comes. Only the 1 position lost so far for Pandaman Game. It's very difficult to hold there when you don't have any DRS, and it's a double DRS zone. It's really difficult. So he's done well there. Hanging on to 3rd. So the battle for 1st is Tim and Reese. You know these two are going to go as much as they can. Something happening on in sector 1 there. Let's just have a quick look. I think it's Bucko struggling with half a wing basically. We'll have to see. We've got Tim in 1st position, but we know that he's on the super softs and Reese is only on the softs, so there's going to be a period here where Reese, or at least theoretically, where Reese is going to be in front, and he's going to have to try and extend the gap after Tim has pitted in. That's only theoretically, because as we know, anything could happen. I see safety cars or whatever, a spin, or even a snap of oversteer. See the difference between the softs and the super softs? Not a lot really. There's Fake Scousers looking to make a move on Pandaman. Got to be careful though, because if he makes a mistake, he's got 2 cars directly behind him, and they're going to try and take full advantage of that. Drop down a little bit further then, and we can see Craig's pretty close on Aiden, battling for 7th. But the main battle here is between the top 6. Aiden just about had DRS last lap, but he's not been able to stay within it. Fake Scouser up to 3rd. I'm not sure that he stayed completely on the track there, but if he's not being told to give the position back, then he's not got to give the position back. The top 2 then, Reese and Tim, have now pulled away, and it's up to Tim here to stay within range. He's got DRS, so he will be able to close the gap, but Reese looking very, very quick. Get down and look at Dreamer in 5th, closing in on Pandaman Gaming. Everybody jockeying for position. It's gonna be Pandaman Gaming looking to get through on Fake Scouser, unable to. They're already 4 seconds almost down. Battling like they have been. Another 3 seconds for Bucko, who's about to be lapped, I believe. I see you saw the flashing blue light there. Means there is a lapped car that's going to have to get out of the way. Pandaman Gaming, as much as he wants to push and overtake Fake Scouser, he's got Dreamer behind him, and he's got Ice One behind Dreamer, so he's got to be kind of cautious as well. And Fake Scouser's making a real move this lap. He has dropped a bit to the front too, as expected, just he's battling, but he's managed to kind of open a little bit of a gap on Pandaman Gaming. The idea would be to get it over a second for this DRS detection zone. Let's see as he goes over it what the gap's going to be. Oh, he's coming into the pits. He's had enough. He hasn't. He's obviously with the super softs. And Pandaman Gaming stayed out, so he's up in third position. Dream up to 4th, 5, 1 up to 5th, Aiden 6th, Craig 7th, Quinton in 8th. Fake Scouts are dropping all the way down here because the path is quite close. Obviously, we'll regain most of, if not all, of those positions after everybody else has pitted in. He's looking to make quite a big undercut here, and I understand that. He just needs to be wary of traffic. You know, he's quick. You know, he's got the pace of the chasing pack. So he's got to be careful. We're on board with Tim in 2nd position anyway, and it's like those super softs are not doing the job. DRS is helping him out massively here, which is a good thing for him. You know, because I could think these super softs maybe a lap or 2 further than what I initially thought. Nice one goes through on Pandaman Gaming. Let's see if he comes in. No, he's going to stay out, Tim. We're now to these 3 then, battling for 4th position. Dreamer's a bit on his own now. Ice One's dropped to 2 seconds back, and that's Pandaman Gaming coming into the pits. We'll be going on the softs. Tim's really closed the gap here, and there's an outside chance he might be able to make the pass. He's going to have DRS. The question is, if this straight is going to be long enough. Don't think so. Reese able to get better grip out of the corners. Those tyres obviously performing a lot better than the super softs right now, the regular soft tyres. I think they've got to everyone's got to be making decisions now. If you're on the super softs and you've not come in, we'll check the number of stops. As you can see, still only Bucko and Bucko, Pandaman Gaming and Fake Scouser have come in off of the super soft, so a little bit surprising. They've gone quite early then, looking at that. I'm also a little bit surprised that Tim's decided to go this long on the super softs. He is going to be able to really push it on the soft tyre. But I think he needs a couple of laps with the crossover between himself pitting and Reese pitting. We'll have to see. This might. I mean, easy for me to say it might be a tactical error. Tim is a multiple-time Formula 1 champion here at NOMEX Racing, so you know, it's, you know, I can't really I can't question him too much. But it just seemed to me like, I mean, surely he's got to come in now and try and give himself as much time as possible where his softs will be fresh and the softs with Reese will be quite well worn. Problem is he's going to come out in traffic as well. That could slow him down. That could be bad for him. He's coming in then. End of lap 9. We've just started lap 10, and we'll see. We'll stick with him and see where he comes out. I think, yeah, he's going to be passed by a few here. Probably the soft runners who have yet to pit in. You can see pit stop's taking longer in Formula 2. You haven't got a massive pit crew. That's a decent stop though. Oh, Giathanos with a 10-second penalty there for speeding in the pit lane. Unable to slow down in time before the line. So Tim has come out in second, pretty close to Nade. Any sort of DRS that you can get will obviously be helpful, but he doesn't want to get held up. That's part of the problem here. We'll see. Nade yet to pit in. The only people in front of Tim actually are on the soft tyres and have yet to pit in. Immortal still going on the super softs. He's properly taking them as far as he can. And the question now is about the gap. Not so much to Nade. He knows he's going to pass him, and everyone else in front, up to and including Dreamer. It's whether he can close the gap enough on Tim. He's took about a second out of Nade here. When these soft runners are going to come in. I know they can do 14 laps. We saw that in the sprint race, but I imagine they were not feeling very nice at the end of those 14. Aiden's just overtaken Ison. We're going to stick with Tim and see how he can close the gap. What we'll do actually is we'll put gap to leader, so 29.8 currently between Tim and Reese in first position. We'll see if that drops. Quite unusually, Immortals we're going to do a longer stint on the softs than the super softs. In 28.9. He's going to get through now. You expect him to get through quite easily. And here's where he's got quite a gap to the next car in front. So he could well use this clean air in front of him and close the gap. 28.4 now. He is quicker. At what point does Reese pull the trigger and decide to come into the pits? That's going to be the question. You see 28.2 the gap now. We are comparing on the left hand side there next to Tim's name, who's in 6th. He's 28.4 seconds behind the leader, who's Reese. Reese is yet to pit in, and Tim has taken his mandatory pit stop. Could Reese be waiting for a safety car maybe? We've seen that the performance between the super softs and the softs is not that much, so this could be a big advantage for Tim. 27.5 the gap and getting closer. Not by significant amounts, but that clean air, he is using that to his advantage. Need to see when Reese comes into the pits. He's just about to come around the last corner. Has he already gone through? No, he's already gone through, so he's going further. I think some of these are going to pit in. Yeah, Dreamer's decided he's had enough of the softs. He's going to pit in, probably about the right time. And Tim starts at lap 13. He's gone through on Quinton and Dreamer there, both stopped. And Nade stopped too. So lots of people making stops. The front three yet to pit in. I wonder if Immortal on those fresh tyres is going to be able to really push it. I just think he went a little bit too long with the super softs. I think if he'd have gone 9, I think that's good. I think going 11 laps on them and only leaving 9 laps to use the softs, I think might have been a mistake. So let's see. Reese is going to stay out for another lap. Must be happy with the softs, or happy enough that he stays out. It might be banking on a safety car, which I don't think you can do. As we go to the gap to the leader, you see down to 25.2. Interesting to see the average time lost under a pit stop. As Aiden has pitted in. Ice one stayed out still. I would take a wild guess and say surely at this point Reese and Ice One are now about to pit in at the end of this lap. I don't see how they can stay out for much longer. They are losing time, valuable time, to Tim. Just see Aiden has got Quinton just behind. Quinton on those super softs. A big nudge there. Just going to slow Quinton down some. Nade's just gone through on Giathanos. 24.5 seconds between Tim and Reese. Reese is coming around the final corner, so staying out again. Wow. He's got 6 laps left. I'm not sure this is the greatest idea. I think he's gone too long. You see the gap less than 24 seconds now. Yep, Ice One has said my tyres have had enough. I'm good to go in and come out on the super softs. So it's Tim chasing down Reese right now. 23.5 seconds ish. Go a little bit further back, we can see this is the battle for 7th position. Both got the same time penalties as well, so it is battle for position between Aiden and Quinton. They're both going to get in front of Ice One, I believe. Yes, they are. You see Ice One just coming out of the pits there. Nade's putting the fastest lap of the race. Ace gets a 3-second warning for track limits. Just check the tyres of these two. Both on equal tyres, and Ice One on the same compound just behind. 22.2 now the gap. Surely he comes in. Yep, he can't stay out any longer. So Reese is definitely going to come out in 2nd position. I'm not sure he's going to be close enough though to make a move on Tim. He had a fantastic run in the sprint race, but I'm not sure that he's going to be able to do it now. We'll see. There goes Tim. Officially past Reese. He's still in the pits. Look at that, he's on his way out. foot down, and let's see what the gap's going to be. That 0.083 is not realistic. There we go. So 7.5 seconds the gap. He's actually only 4 seconds in front of Fake Scouser. So he's really got to take these tyres to the limit. He's really got to push here. There's Aidan and Quinton again side by side. We were watching the guys further up. I think Quinton's got damage there. That's front right end plate. Yeah. So if Aidan isn't carrying any damage, that could be to his advantage. Let's try and get another angle. Yeah, it looks like Aidan's okay. Quinton definitely, that front right end plate is off. 6.4 the gap then. He's managed to take about a second out already. So, is this the perfect strategy? It's going to be a very quick lap. Obviously, this one not the quickest of the race, just because well, not most of it, but a lot of it would have been spent in the pit lane. Getting that gap right down. Looks like Tim's got a comfortable lead, but gap to 5.3. Let's see if Reese can do anything with that. He's got 4 laps in which to catch. I'd say as it stands now, he's going to be within striking distance of Tim within about 3 laps. We'll stay with him then, and let's see him close this gap down if he can. Oh, ran a little bit wide there. Oh, and that's a 3-second penalty as well for multiple warnings. So whether he does catch Tim or not, it could be that could be costly. That's rather unfortunate, I must say. He does look very quick though. Gap 4.2. Certainly has a tyre advantage in terms of performance and grip. I think that 3 seconds is going to be massively costly for him. Right, unless Tim makes a mistake and gets 3 seconds of his own. That is the quickest lap of the race by some distance, so 1:25.1. Gap 3.4. Didn't take as much out there as the previous lap. Go back to Aidan here. Quinton's managed to get in front, and I'm a little bit surprised with that damaged front wing. Looks like Aidan will be able to make the pass. You would imagine anyway. Yeah, he's gone through. So up into 6th for Aidan. 2.9 the gap now from Reese to Tim. We'll stick with these guys for a minute or so. This is the closest battle we've got on track. We can go on board with Quinton and see how he's struggling with that front wing damage. They're not able to get the ideal line. So he compromises his entry speed too much there, I believe. It's going to be awful for him coming through these chicanes. 2.2 the gap, 2 seconds the gap actually. Tim and Reese. Yeah, look how much he had to lift off there, losing a lot of time. DRS is going to help him get close. You can see just how much time he lost going through those chicanes. I think he'll be thinking that this is a very different race. Should he have not incurred damage. I don't know whether it was when they were breaking into the second set of chicanes and just went into the back. Reese now, gap down to a second. Oh, and there you go. That's very similar. I think that's a little bit naughty, to be honest. Although, you know, he's not getting the downforce. Here we go then. Reese has got close enough. He's closed the gap. He's looking to win it on track regardless of penalties. He could try and put Tim under a bit of pressure here, and Tim could make a mistake. Looks like Reese has gone with the correct strategy in terms of time, but I'm not sure that he's not going to be able to gap that 3 seconds. So here they come around the corner. Final lap of the race. Reese is going to get through pretty easy, you would imagine. As soon as that DRS opens, yeah. Rear wing opens, you get less drag from the air. And you manage to get extra speed. And he's going to have DRS here as well. And another 3 seconds for Reese. He's just pushed too hard there. He's had 3 more warnings. It's 3 warnings constitutes a 3-second penalty. So he's already on 3. He's had 3 since then. Just trying to chase down Tim as much as possible, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, there's Ace off the track. There we go, gets back underway. Nice one's managed to put himself in a good position here, by the way, on the final lap of the race. Probably look to make a move. Hoping for some help from his teammate. Oh, and Quinton's had to run really wide there. He's going to lose out to Aiden. You've got to be careful, don't overdo it. Let's get up to the front then, and it's going to be Reese going over the line in first, but Tim's going to take this win. He knows he's not got to overly push. There you go. Tim will win this race. Let's get back down to Aiden's drop there. Is Ice One going to get through on his teammate? Is it going to be too little too late? We'll find out. Fake Scouser's coming around the last corner now. He's going to take the final podium position. A fantastic race from him. Dreamer, a very solid 4th. Panaman Gaming coming over the line in 5th, but might lose out here. No, he just stays on the right side of it. So Quinton, Ice One and Aiden, 6th, 7th and 8th. Nade in 9th. Here comes Craig. Over the line in 10th position. I think this is Thanos. Is Shane going to be able to close the gap enough to move up 1 position? I think he might. No, not quite. So within a second, very, very close finishers. And unfortunately not quite enough though. So that's everybody done over the line. And it was a win in the end for Tim. Wasn't able to do it in the sprint, but in the feature race, fantastic work from our current Formula 1 champion. I think Reese just pushed it a little bit too hard there at the end, and it did cost him, unfortunately, with those penalties. I'm sure he won't be too disappointed though. Obviously, pole position, a win in the sprint race, and a podium in the feature race. It's a good haul of points for him. You see teammates celebrating together. Fortunately for Reese, looks like he's been on there over there on his own. No, there we go. It's all good. There's the results of the race. Reese obviously got the fast lap by quite a way. And there's your final standings. Again, another really, really interesting race, and a pleasure to commentate on. I won't be late next week. We'll look at the calendar, shall we? And let's check the calendar. And next week we've got we're going to be in Texas, the Lone Star State, at the Circuit of the Americas for round 3, and another good a good track, that a very difficult track. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's commentary. I've enjoyed doing it, of course. Just before I go, I'd like to thank Ice One. He was the guy that got me into this league, and obviously the boss man Ace, for allowing me to commentate and being patient while I was ill at the end of last year. But that's all from me tonight, and as I say, have a fantastic week and a great weekend coming up, and we'll see you same time next week for round 3 in this Formula 2 Championship.